Okay, in this session we're going to talk about Amazon Echo, and give me 1 second. Get everything set up. Let's share that screen. Oh, he wants to move his back.
Right.
Yeah. When can we switch it?
He's last.
Yeah.
He wants to move forward.
Yeah.
He's right after lunch. And we'll move 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. We'll do Braden and then James and then the Lambda Framework class.
That work?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, would you? Thanks. Okay, Amazon Echo is a hardware cylindrical solid, which that's the price, 180 bucks. You can, there's 3 different types. There's the Echo, the Tap, and the Echo Dot. Let me show you what the differences are. So the Echo is the biggest one, then the Tap, then the Echo Dot. The differences are the Echo itself is always on. Whenever you say its keyword, it will activate and you can start talking to it. It always has to be plugged in. If you unplug it, there's no battery, so it'll just turn off. And it's wireless, so it has to connect over Wi-Fi. The Echo Dot, sorry, is that the next one? Yeah, Echo Dot, the smallest one, is very much the same, except it doesn't have the speakers. So you have to connect to external speakers, whatever speakers you have. But everything else is the same.
Interesting.
The speakers on the Echo are quite nice, actually, though. And then the Tap is supposedly for traveling more. You have to press the button to activate it, as opposed to just speaking the keyword. Awesome. And then it's battery powered, so it'll last like 9 hours without plugging it in. So it's supposed to be portable.
Cost differences between all 3?
This one's 130. The other one's 189.
The one's 90.
190, and then the Dot's 90. They all work with Amazon Alexa. Cancel. Which is a web service that powers all 3 of them, and it does the voice to text transcription and all of that stuff. So it does some pretty cool stuff. Let's see, what can Amazon Echo do? The cool thing is it's
in the pictures.
This one says everything, so I'm gonna try that. It'll let me scroll down. Okay,
That's just a slideshow. There's probably some text if you scroll a little bit down.
Yeah, I just hate the ads on the right side.
Yeah.
They always worry me.
Yep.
Wait, how about this? Read full review? Hold on. Yeah, it's not helpful.
Good, the bad.
Yeah, I don't know if pictures of what Alexa and Amazon
I know, right?
do
It
are
feels a
really
little
great.
awkward.
Unless, of course, it turns out it's a transformer.
Nice. Okay, you can hail a ride from Uber. You can order. You can order a pizza from Domino's. You can stream music. Alexa, play Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger by Survivor.
Do you need to have it somewhere? Like
It just streams.
copyrights or
It just streams it from Amazon Prime. So you have to hook it up
you
to
have to have Prime then?
Alexa, cancel. Okay, when you first plug it in, let me tell you about that. You have to set up a
It's a
app on your phone, and the app on your phone is what you use to configure and set it up with. So you just connect to,
Bluetooth on your phone then?
I would assume so. I assume it's Bluetooth. You connect to the Wi-Fi that it gives you, similar to like a Chromecast, but a Chromecast does it behind the scenes. And then you then set it up like that, and then it switches you back to whatever Wi-Fi you were on previously. And then from that point, you're all set. Why do you laugh?
What's up? Just
Oh, okay. So from the Alexa app, cancel. I wish I could show this on the screen, but. Oh, and here in BYU's office, you can't use BYU Secure. You have to use the BYU Wi-Fi SSID because it doesn't block certain things. There's lots of integrations you can do with it. Like if you go on to If This Then That and you search for Alexa, there's like 200 options. Like I set up one like super easy, just click, 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 and now it records in a spreadsheet on Google Drive.
Oh, cool.
Every song I play. I mean, it was like numbingly easy. Notice it's the last one that was used because it now has Eye of the Tiger on the bottom. I would assume bottom. Whoa. Whoa. Right there. My kids are playing a lot. So notice it's set up to your account, right? Your Amazon account. So everything I play and everything they play, even if they're on different echoes, still syncs up.
That's cool.
Down on the Farm. That's a funny song. Okay. So you set it up. Some things you can do on the app. It'll show you what's currently playing. It'll give you more detail and let you know every single command you tell to it, it'll show it to you. It's got a built-in shopping list and to-do. Alexa, what's on my shopping list?
You have 4 items on your shopping list. 4 churros. Ramen. 1 chocolate donut. 1 chocolate donut.
Notice you put 1 chocolate donut on there twice. I think these are my kids who added it.
I was gonna say like when it's gonna diet, that's your grocery list.
Today is National Donut Day, so
Oh,
there
is
you
that
go.
really?
Yeah.
So that needs to go to Krispy Kreme today.
It also has a to-do list, and both of those lists sync up to your Amazon.com accounts, and you can edit them both on the app and on the website. Let's see some other stuff. It does timers and alarms. Alexa, set a timer for 1 minute from now.
1 minute, starting now.
It can do some really cool stuff like the things that allow you to add functionality to it are called skills. And when you add a skill, it just would call whatever publicly available thing out there. It's usually Lambda functions. So one I added was a 7-minute workout. Alexa, start a 7-minute workout.
Welcome to 7-Minute Workout version 2.0. I can now keep track of the number of workouts you've completed and can resume your exercises once you've started a new workout. Additionally, you can now see helpful images and descriptions on how to perform any exercise by checking your Alexa companion app. So far, you've completed 4 workouts. When you are ready, just say Start Workout.
Cancel.
Goodbye.
It'll do things like smart home. You can have it control the lights in your home. You can have it control just all different stuff. That's the timer that just went off. Alexa, stop timer. You can,
So when she said say something, you'd have to say it in your phone if you're doing a workout and you're not by an echo.
it's usually anywhere in the room. I mean, if you're way in that corner, it would still hear you. It's got 6 microphones along the top. But you don't really say anything into the phone. It's all through that. So there is an iOS app that you can talk into, which will call the Alexa web service, cancel. But it's, there isn't one for Android yet, as far as I can tell.
That's cool.
Yeah, Amazon doesn't really like supporting anything but their custom spin of Android.
Mm-hmm. Alexa, define phlebotomist.
Phlebotomist means someone who practices phlebotomy.
Alexa, how tall is Mount Everest?
Mount Everest's height is 29,029 feet, 8,848 meters.
Like a Siri in that regard.
Alexa, how tall is Mount Timpanogos?
Sorry, I don't know the answer to your question.
Alexa, what's the elevation of Provo, Utah?
Provo, Utah's elevation is 4,550 feet, 1,390 meters.
Alexa, what's on my calendar? This is an
Events.
integration I did with
They
my
are all
Google
in
Calendar.
progress. Accept https://web.ask.b.y.u.edu/question/1084/ycanva
accept and ask.
create a new cast
.byu
user
thing.
!answer equals 1085 hash posted 1085 lasts all day on Tantatom's birthday 2005 lasts all day. Crazy Friday will end at 5 p.m. and trying out Amazon Echo will end at 9:55 a.m. Do you want to hear more?
No thanks.
Yes, would be
Question mark, Gosh.
Yeah, that's interesting how she spelled out the question
that's
mark.
funny.
Alexa, how tall is Paul Eden?
Sorry, I don't know the answer to your question.
You can order stuff from Amazon.com. You connect it to your Amazon account and you say, reorder that, and it's
It's
all
like the one thing, the little button stuff that they sell on Amazon now. The same thing with this.
And Kelly Flanagan bought some of those buttons,
Yeah.
and you can have them set up to call Lambda functions. So we bought so we can program whatever the button's gonna do for us, right? So he's gonna send me one in a bit. You can listen to audiobooks. Alexa, what's on my Kindle account?
I can't find the answer to the question I heard.
Alexa, listen to a Kindle book.
Resuming your most recently added book from Kindle. Here's Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen.
Did you know Audible has audiobooks performed by gifted actors? Check out audible.com to get
You
started.
can do Audible or do
Chapter
Kindle.
59.
And if it's Kindle, it'll be Alexa's voice
Chapter
reading
60.
it.
Really?
Wow, that's cool.
Chapter 61.
Right through this.
But I've noted that
Chapter 1.
there's some problems.
It is a truth universally acknowledged
Oh, wait.
that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be
That
in
worked.
want of a wife.
I don't know why it
However,
does that
little known the
sometimes. It's
feelings
not
or views of
perfect.
such
but-
a man may be on
Alexa.
the first entering in.
Stop reading, please. You can listen to your Prime Music. You can listen to Pandora. You can listen to Kindle books, like I said. You can buy music if you want.
No, this is interesting because the guy who did the presentation, he had one from IBM. I don't know what it's called, right? But do the Amazon APIs do the same thing as voice inflection, so they kind of understand your tone,
Sentiment.
and sentiment? Yeah, that's right.
I don't know.
Better word.
I was just wondering about that myself.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Plus, it was interesting. He did some things where he kind of said things in a roundabout way. I still
Oh,
understood
yeah.
them.
Notice he had 3 devices. He had a IBM Watson device, an Alexa thing, and then you know, one other one. I can't remember what that one was either. It just gave up.
There's no command.
It's a big of a query.
hmm Yeah, but I think the Watson one was a little bit more intelligent, able to understand inflection and sentiment a little bit. It seemed like it was.
I think so.
And Amazon, I mean, IBM Watson, they have web services that we could call as well. They could do,
The Bloomberg stuff.
yeah, you could do translation. You can do text to speech, speech to text. Google has a text to speech, no, speech to text, but they don't have the other way around. So there's a lot of options here, and there's prediction APIs. There's lots of cool stuff you can do, even outside of the Echo. So
Can
let's
you
look
send
at.
commands like other than through voice? So you've got like a web interface. And
I know you can do it through the app, so it's possible you could do it other ways.
yeah.
So let's look at the skills. Let me just show you some of the already written skills. You set them up on your app. Here's Fitbit. It'll do activity tracking for you. You can have it set up to, you say, okay, add a donut. I just ate a donut, and it'll add the amount of calories for a donut to whatever your nutrition tracker is. It's a lot of, you can do a lot of quantified self stuff with it if you want. That's the one I do. It's really good, actually. Stock exchange. I don't invest very much. We
I
can
think I did
skip that
example
one.
too, right?
Yo, Mama Joe. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why did the cookie go to hospital? He felt crummy.
It's got a fart app.
What?
Of course. Anytime there's a new platform, that's the first thing.
Although the first one I did on my phone
Flashlight and a fart.
had a lightsaber.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Lightsaber app. Did you guys use that for like 5 minutes? It was awesome. Choose your own adventure books. Well, that's kind of cool. I didn't know about that. Akinator. You can do quiz games. You can do pickup lines. Capital One. There's
Cooking would be useful.
I mean, these apps can do literally anything you can think of. You just gotta, and there's so many that I can't do. I can't even look through them all. I made my car smart for $99.
They need the
That's very similar to the Fuse stuff that
build
that Phil does. Yeah,
That's a good
provider
point.
for
We
a
should
gas
do a
location.
Fuse stuff API with
Uber. You can order flowers, Domino's Pizza, whatever that is.
Batman Adventure.
That's
Jeopardy. I mean, and literally, you go on your phone, you set enable, and then that very next second you can start using it. It's pretty cool.
Automobile troubleshooting.
I don't know. So
Yeah, that would be good. I would say it was a lot of money.
I wonder if there's an online
The Home Advisor. That Home Advisor app.
what advisor?
Home Advisor.
What's that do?
Oh, it was on that list. I was noticing.
This one?
Look for Home Advisor.
Honorable mentions. Oh, interesting.
You could ask them about your home there.
Oh, maybe you
Goods
can.
and the
What's it? Close electrician or something.
spell maybe.
Oh, you get a call from
That's cool.
it. Kids in the. That's cool.
Some honorable mentions.
There's lots of them. And so this is what they did in order to make those. There's an SDK, and there's a couple of them here. So you got a custom skill, and then a smart home skill API. And so what do I do to build, what do I build when creating a skill? You create a cloud-based service that handles the request for your skill type and host it in the cloud. The easiest one is Lambda. Alternatively, you can write a web service and can host it on any cloud provider. The web service must accept requests over HTTPS. Okay, so it's just a web service. Nice thing about Lambda is that you don't have to worry about hosting and scaling and all that, you know, and it's super cheap. Here's, just look at the steps. First, you design a voice user interface, which is a flow diagram that maps out how the users will interact with your skill. So like a state map or something like that. Flow control. Intent schema.
It's almost like a Swagger.
Yeah.
Actually, that's interesting. It's almost like an event definition as well, the intents. Set of requests your service can accept and handle. It's almost like an event that's a request.
I think it's more of like a command, but yeah.
Right, a command.
Yeah.
Request or command.
And then they got best practices here. Then you set up your skill, creating a new skill in the developer portal. So you do that through the interface. Then you make your web service or Lambda function. You can test your code in their web interface. Then you submit the skill. So once it's already in the web interface after step 3, you can start using it yourself because it's tied to your Amazon account. But then once your skill's finished after that point and you want to share it and put it into the main list, then you do step 4. And they'll validate that Amazon looks like they do like the Apple way. They validate that it works, and then we'll put it in. I don't think it's as rigorous as the Apple validation for apps, but
Is it like share for all, or
Yeah.
can you
I
make
think
a
so.
profit out of it? Is it good
I know
skill?
there are, well, I know when you enable a skill, it has the option of taking you somewhere to sign up, because you gotta sometimes create an account or something like that. So I bet at that point you could just start charging for the account, you know, like a subscription basis or something. But okay, any other questions on this? Do you want to try anything else with it before we move on? No? What I was hoping, some things I was thinking about doing with it is, I'd love to be able to just do a Google search and then have it read me back the main responses, and then that would be really cool. I'd love it to be able to read me just custom documents. Like, I'd like to connect it to Google Drive and then have it read documents to me. My wife wanted to do that. She's a novelist. She'd like to have it proofread documents for her so that she didn't have to sit there reading it. Because when she reads it, it's it kind of keeps her reading bias. But if something else is reading it to her, then you know that reading bias, and she'll notice problems easier.
It's almost like, it's really interesting, you could connect this to a personal API. I don't know why I was just thinking that, right?
Mhm.
So your custom skill would be a Lambda that would be connected to your personal API and store stuff in there as you dictate it.
Yeah.
Or activities that you do, right? And
Yeah.
and I guess over time, you could just grow your skills to reflect your personal API.
Yeah. I'd say anybody who's got an idea and wants to use this one, let me know. I got one at home I can play with, so
It's very cool.
let me know and get thinking about something interesting. I think we'll also probably have something like this in that creative room that they're making, whatever it was called. You know, I think they'll probably have something like this in there as well. Okay, that's cool.
Very awesome. We skipped number 1, didn't we? So they never keep.